A major police operation gripped Bondi Beach in Sydney, Australia, after a shooting shattered the calm of one of the nation's most famous coastal landmarks, triggering widespread panic and an urgent emergency response. The incident unfolded in the early evening, a time when the beachfront is typically crowded with swimmers, joggers, families, and tourists enjoying the open space along the Pacific shoreline. According to eyewitnesses, the sound of what many initially believed were fireworks quickly turned into fear as it became clear gunshots had been fired. People ran in all directions, abandoning towels, bags, and shoes as they sought shelter behind buildings, cars, and nearby shops. Several witnesses described seeing armed police rushing toward the beach as officers shouted instructions for people to get down and move away from the area. New South Wales police swiftly declared a critical incident, locking down large sections of Bondi Beach and surrounding streets. Roads leading into the area were closed, and public transport services were diverted as officers worked to secure the scene. Police helicopters hovered overhead, while tactical units combed nearby streets, parks, and beachfront paths to ensure there was no ongoing threat. Emergency medical crews treated multiple people at the scene, with several victims taken to nearby hospitals for further care. Authorities have not immediately confirmed the exact number of people injured, stressing that details were still emerging as investigators worked through a complex scene. Police later confirmed that suspects were taken into custody, though their identities and the motive behind the shooting have not yet been officially released. The shooting reportedly occurred near a busy public area, amplifying the sense of shock felt across Sydney. Bondi Beach is internationally known not only as a tourist destination, but also as a symbol of Australia's outdoor lifestyle. Violent crimes involving firearms are rare in Australia, where strict gun laws have been in place for decades, making the incident particularly confronting for residents and visitors alike. Local residents described an atmosphere of disbelief as they watched the police operation unfold. Many said it was unsettling to see such heavy law enforcement presence in a place normally associated with surf lessons, beach walks, and weekend relaxation. Business owners along Campbell Parade closed early as a precaution, while crowds gathered behind police tape trying to understand what had happened. Political leaders and community representatives expressed deep concern, calling the shooting distressing and emphasizing support for the victims and their families. Messages of solidarity poured in across social media, with many Australians expressing gratitude for the swift response by police and emergency services. Authorities urge members of the public to remain patient as the investigation continues, noting that forensic teams would spend hours examining the scene. Police also appeal for witnesses or anyone with mobile phone footage to come forward, saying such information could be critical in piecing together the sequence of events. As night fell, Bondi Beach remained closed, with floodlights illuminating the sand while investigators worked. The incident has left Sydney shaken, transforming an ordinary evening at one of Australia's most iconic locations into a moment of national reflection. For many, the shooting has raised difficult questions about safety in public spaces, even in a country known globally for its low rates of gun violence. While police have assured the public that there is no ongoing danger, the emotional impact of the incident is expected to linger. In the days ahead, as more details are confirmed, the focus will remain on the recovery of those injured and the broader community's effort to come to terms with a tragedy in a place usually defined by sunshine, surf, and serenity.